So I see Vegas is putting a little bit of easy money out there. A little bit of easy money for all the sharks out there by completely and totally disrespecting the Pittsburgh Steelers, man. You're talking the greatest organization in NFL history. You're talking about the best defense in the entire league. I don't give a fuck what the statistics say. I don't care what the PFF nerds say. I don't care what Stephen A. Smith hairline has to say. I don't care what Mark Madden has to say. I don't care what pencil pushing little fucking geek nerd Colin Cowturd has to say. I'm going to say it right now that the Pittsburgh Steelers have the best motherfucking defense in the league. And for Vegas to come out there, come out here, bro, and put some goddamn fucking bullshit ass motherfucking college spread in a playoff game against the Pittsburgh Steelers, who have the best defense in the motherfucking league, who's just coming off 3 wins. I don't know what happened, man. Somehow my connection got fucked up, bro. So back to it, bro. The Pittsburgh Steelers are so disrespected, dude. Somehow I got rudely interrupted. It's like one of my disrespectful bitches rudely interrupting me every time I try to speak. But on to the game and on to what the fucking real deal and the real disrespect is. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers being disrespected once again by Vegas and being made a 10-point underdog. And like I said, if you're a shark and you're smart, you better get on that while it's hot, because that shit's going to drop and that shit's going to move lickety motherfucking split, bro. Because you're talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers. You're talking about, like I've been saying, the best defense in the league. I don't care what Cal Turd, geek little nerd says, hairline says, Mark Madden's fat ass. I don't care what nobody says. The Pittsburgh Steelers got the best motherfucking defense in the league. This defense has carried this team all the way. And if I'm Mike Tomlin and I'm the Pittsburgh Steelers, I'm using this disrespect as motherfucking motivation to walk into Buffalo and take over that trap, because we're a team that has the best record in the best division in all the motherfucking football and all the football. And now we got a quarterback that's playing lights out, looking like a pro prime vet in the game. And it's looking like Tre'Davious White probably is out and not going to play that game. He's been out. He's not even listed on their depth chart. When I was looking, they don't got Tremaine Edmonds no more. Yeah, they got a deep offensive line. Yeah, they got some talent on offense and everything like that, bro. But that's some disrespectful ass shit. And if I'm Tomlin, I'm saying, you know how the motherfucker we got here, bro. And that's defense. It's tough, in your face, smash mouth fucking football, and there ain't a goddamn thing you can do about it. And guess what? Identity's not dead, Cal Turd, geek nerd, little punk ass, skinny neck, little bitch who does nothing but bash this team for ratings. The Smash Mouth ain't dead, bro. And this team, we're built on this shit. We're built to win this shit. It ain't dead. Defense ain't dead. And that Blitzburg motherfucking defense identity hasn't died, and it ain't gonna die. And we're gonna walk right. We're gonna bring that fucking blitz at Allen, and he's gonna be getting it from all different angles. And if I'm the Steelers offensive line and I'm the Steelers offense, I've been saying it all year. This defense has been backing your fucking ass up all fucking year long. This defense has been backing your ass up all year long. So now it's time to keep stepping up like you've been stepping up. Get the run game going, sustain drives, get off to this early lead. Like I said, if we win the coin flip, get that ball, score a touchdown, take the life out of that crowd, and we are going to get this motherfucking win. 10 points is so disrespectful that Stephen A wants to talk about blasphemy all the time. Well, let's talk about blasphemy. Blasphemy is making the Steelers a 10-point underdog in a playoff game. Blasphemy is Stephen A. Smith saying the season's over, like what, 4 weeks before the season was already over? He counted the Pittsburgh Steelers out. Because obviously he's not a real fan. Because obviously he wasn't there in 2005 when we had to win 7, 8, 9 games on the road. And then go into the playoffs and win 3 in a row on the road. And then go into Detroit and win the Super Bowl. And it's looking a lot like that year right now. And it's looking like everybody's trying to make like there's some kind of drama and there's some kind of circus and there isn't some kind of brotherhood in this locker room. But to me, it's looking like it's a great brotherhood. It's looking like they are bought in to that Steelers brand of football. Next man up, the standard is the standard, and that's a big theme for this game. Next man up, TJ Watt, torn MCL. Next man up, Nate Herbig, Marcus Golden. Got to fill big shoes. Got to make plays. Got to get a Josh Allen. But the thing with the Pittsburgh Steelers defense is we can send pressure from anywhere, and there ain't too much tape on Herbig. And Herbig played a little bit of inside linebacker at Wisconsin. So who knows? He'll be standing in that TJ spot, and he might be showing blitz a lot. But he might be one of those guys that's disguising. We're going to use him as a little disguise, a little decoy in that game. Could see that being the plan with Herbig and making it look like he's blitzing, drop him back. I could see a possible Nate Herbig interception in this game. Nate Herbig interception in this game. How crazy would that be? Rookie, 5th-round pick, Nate Herbig picks off Josh Allen. Oh, because he never seen it coming. He thought he was coming off that edge, but he dropped and blank, bloom, and the nickel comes off that corner. Or maybe we send that inside linebacker because Robinson, who plays inside linebacker, had to step up and play a lot of outside linebacker last year to back up TJ. And it look like this dude's put on a ton of weight, and now he is just a beast inside linebacker that is dominant against the run and can blitz right up the middle. So we have so many different linebackers. We can send blitzes from all over the place. The Pittsburgh Steelers are not about one man. That's what people don't understand. That's what makes the Pittsburgh brand so great, is because it's not about one man. It ain't about a player above the logo. It's about team football. It's about all 3 phases coming together. And this is a team that can do likewise, can put all 3 phases of the game together. And you can't take them lightly. But the sad thing is, the reality is, Vegas and the entire world is taking Pittsburgh lightly because they're looking at our offense as trash. They want to look at the numbers, but they ain't looking at the numbers of these past 3 games. They ain't looking at the numbers of this offense without Kenny Pickett, because this offense is just totally different. It's a whole totally different offense, total different brand, total different offense. So here we go, Steelers. Let's see, Brandon. So you're getting the doors blown off. Okay, Brandon. You say that every week. Brandon. It's funny. You're coming in here. You are coming in here. When your team, we ended your season, and your season was over, dude. We ended your season in your playoff hopes. And you're going to come in here and you're gonna run your little smug mouth like a little punk, little shit stir hater, jealous hater that you are because your team's trash. And every year you say this team's gonna suck, but they're good every fucking year. And we've been competitive longer than you've been fucking alive, boy. So why don't you sit down and shut up, Brandon, before I smack you upside your red head? I'm telling you, boy, shut your mouth, Brandon. We embarrassed your team and ran all over them. Ran all over your bum ass Seahawks, bro, and ended your fucking season. Shut the hell up, Brandon. The hell out of here, you little shit. Joke of a fucking franchise that you root for, man. The Seattle Sea Chokers. I mean, come on. You want to talk about that Tim Tebow play? Okay, yeah, that was bad. That was a bad fucking play. Ike Taylor fucked that one up, okay? We never should have lost that game. Let's talk about the Seahawks and Pete Carroll. And why would you not hand the ball to Marshawn Lynch on the goal line? Pete Carroll must have got some money. He must have got some millions. Robert Kraft called him up real quick. He was like, hey, Pete, come on, man. I'll give you whatever you want, man. Shit, I don't know. I can't even make too many jokes. I'm like, I can't make jokes. You can't make jokes no more. You get canceled. I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not even gonna go there. But this shit, man, I am hyped, and that is so disrespectful to me. The way this team's playing, 3 game. Bills are hot though too. I can't take nothing away from the Bills. They're hot. But, dude, literally, 10 points is like a fucking college spread. It's like a college spread. That's crazy. You're talking about an NFL playoff game, and they're spotting them 10. I literally, dude, I need to get money on my – I need to get money on my FanDuel. I'm putting 100 down on it, bro. 100 down on it. That's the first thing I'm going to do is when I get off this live is I'm going to go log into my FanDuel. I'm going to put $100 on that bitch. And I'm betting the fucking Steelers and 10. Give me that 10. And then I might even take Cleveland because Cleveland's probably getting points. So I'll probably take Cleveland. Cleveland's probably like a 3.5 point dog in that game against Houston. I'll do a parlay. I'll bet 100 on the Steelers and for the 10. And then I might throw a little parlay in there with the Steelers, the Browns, and maybe I might look at another team that I might want to throw on there, look at the lines and look at all the spreads. But I seen that spread. And, of course, Brandon's running his little mouth, as always, on Instagram. The Steelers suck. 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 And then when I finally go, okay, Brandon, we whooped your ass. Now it's your turn, son. I'm going to show you what talking trash is all about. And I'm still taking it easy on you, Brandon. So, I like you. But I gotta let it be known that we embarrassed your fucking squad. And pretty much everything I say comes true with this team, Brandon. You know it too. You know it. You almost dropped a Dave Chappelle joke there. He's mad because the Steelers cost him a... There you go. Boom. McMahon got that off you. That's funny. I wanted to bet him. I don't. He always wants to bet me money. He's always about money. He's a little rich boy. His parents give him money. He's a little rich boy. He never had to struggle for nothing in his entire life. So I want to humiliate his ass. That's why I don't ever say he wants money. I did a little $20 bet with him on like the Steelers winning 8.5, and we did 20 on that, and then 20 on Seattle. No, we split. But for the game, I said when the game happens, I want eggs to your head. I want pop over your head, and I want you to do a video on your channel and says Yins Nation owns me. And he won't admit it. He don't want to admit it, but he knows it's true. He knows it's true. A little shit. I mean, TTC content's so easy. It's so easy. Like, I try to contain myself. I try to hold back, but it's like sometimes it's like I don't know. I'm just here I'm a little Mac. I'm a little, long day, and I'm just chilling, and I'll just see something like A-bomb. Like he'll just be doing something or saying something, and I'll be like, man, if I say this, if I could just go against what he's saying, just to fuck with him, just to fuck with him, he's gonna turn this into a whole big soap opera of fucking shit that I can't even don't even have the time to pay attention to, or never in my life would pay attention to. But I can get him going. Like I could easily, a lot of anybody really if I want to. Easy. I don't know. I just have a way of reading people. But see, I don't really like doing that. I don't know. Because then if I really started like when me you like you I like you and Ernie, so like I was like, all right, well I'll see what the fuck they're saying. And I watched it and I did a little video, but even then I was like, God damn, that's what I'm saying. Like I gotta watch all this shit that goes on all day if you really want to make car like, and I can't. No, fuck that. I could barely keep up with all this Steelers fucking drama and bullshit. It's crazy. Oh, the Tomlin. Oh, don't even get me going on the Tomlin haters, man. Don't even get me going on it. I've been going on them for years. For years. For years. Cal Turd was the original one. And I'm telling you, like it started on Twitter where I was getting all these comments from Tomlin haters. And I was like, man, I don't understand. Like, yeah, they've had some 8-8 seasons, but I was like, I'm really going to like research this shit. And like that was a big thing. He hasn't had playoff success. And I researched like his playoff success. Like in the last 20 years, he's had more playoff success than over half the league. So they say he's mediocre, but he's had more playoff success than over half the league in a less amount of time. He has the best win-loss percentage in franchise history, and this is going on 17 years. So it's not like he's like a Zach Taylor. Zach Taylor has a career losing record for one, but like those last 2-3 years, let's say if you erase his first 2 years and those last two, it's not like he's had like a few 4 or 5 good years. He's been sustaining this for a long time, and sometimes everything doesn't go according to plan. Like this year, definitely the plan was not to go with goddamn Mason Rudolph starting at quarterback in the playoffs. But sadly, what's crazy is I think he's the best bet. I don't even say he is the best bet. And that year Ben went down, a year TJ went down. Like there's shit like that can be catastrophic to any contender's fucking team. This is what it is. And of course, teams aren't one man. But at the at the end of the day, the NFL is a business, and these are still huge shoes to fill. And like last year, we signed TJ, and we didn't have no money left over to get anybody to back him up. This year, we got him. Now we said, fuck, we better invest a little bit to back up our best investment and our biggest investment. So, TJ are huge shoes to fill, but I think they could be filled. And we've honestly got lucky because we've had leftover money in cap, and just the injuries that happened to the Steelers. There was like Miles Jack. He's not great, but for if you're 3 of your starting inside linebackers go down, to have a dude that's just sitting out there waiting that was on your roster last year that was somewhat not great, but he's productive. You pretty much you just plug him right in. I mean, we got lucky. And then that Rowe dude we got, I think he's played for quite a few teams, and he's been making plays, and he's filling major shoes in makeup. So really, this game comes down to, I think, Joey Porter Jr. I said it in my other live. Joey Porter Jr., Stephon Diggs, and limiting Stephon Diggs' damage, making him one-dimensional, take their run out of it, and I think we win this game. There's real shit. I didn't know that was you at first. Playoff time. I'm ready. I should be doing more videos. It's easier to do lives, though. Not really, but I don't even know if I should allow you up here, real shit. I don't think you'd be stupid enough to porn ball me. I don't think you do that. But I'd be mad if you pornball me on this channel. I'll tell you that. I'd be mad. Everybody says they'd be mad. Like, you're mad, you're mad, you're mad. I'd be mad if you pornball my channel, bro. Fuck yeah, I'd be mad. This channel, the other channel, I don't give a fuck about. But this channel, yeah, I'd be mad about. I wanted you to get it. Yes, dude, I had that one live. It must have been a bunch of Raider Cousin Trolls accounts or something in there. There was like 80 people in here. I mean, I did it right when we. That's another thing with YouTube. It's all about timing. Like, really? Timing. Like when breaking news happens, timing. It's really getting it out quick helps. That's my problem. Biggest problem. For the past 3 or 4 years. I've never been like that, but these past 3 or 4 years, I don't even know. I've been unorganized and just not on time and on rhythm. Starting to get back on time and on rhythm though. This channel's starting to hit trend in the right direction, just like the Steelers. And the Steelers need to keep trending in the right direction. You got to build it off a foundation. And this channel's foundation obviously is the Steelers, but we can expand that foundation to the Pirates, to the Penguins, to Pitt football, to Pitt basketball right now, which they're probably getting fucking shit on. How's Pitt basketball doing? That's what I want to know from the Mr. Pitt sport expert down there, Mr. Zero. How are they doing, bro? How are they? How are they doing this year? Pens won tonight. I'm just glad we got a shot in the playoffs. I mean, I would let you up here. I'm not going to make the StreamYard public, though. I had to get on a rant. I should have did a video about this. I went on a whole fucking rant, and then my damn internet disconnected. They're 10-4. We play Duke tomorrow. They're 10-4. They're going to get schlunked and dunked on by Duke. Problem with Pitt basketball is I don't even watch Pitt basketball, but I'm going to tell you what the problem with Pitt basketball is right now. The problem with Pitt basketball is they don't invest no money into the program, and nobody wants to come play for the program. And college is all about recruiting. And now, especially in college, bro, it's, dude, the landscape of college. The college football, I see, this is why I like just doing Steelers stuff, but I do want to expand and do more shit, though, too. But, like, when I get some of these good lives going with, like, good 10, 11, 12 Steeler fans in the chat, dude, they get good, and they start asking good questions. This wasn't a great live right now. Since when that clown a Michigan fan? I mean, last year he jumped on. He did before they. I'll say before they won the national championship or went deep last year or whatever. He was rooting for him, but he did kind of jump on that bandwagon. I will say that for sure. I think he probably did it just to be a little hater. Because I don't understand why he would root for Michigan. It don't make no sense. If I'm Cuzzo, he should root for like USC, whoever's closer to him, USC or UCLA. I don't know who the hell's closer to him, but or some other shitty ass school. Like that Fresno State team's pretty decent. So there you go, right there. But they're not no Power 5. Michigan's a powerhouse. USC solid. I don't know if he's in Northern California or Southern California. I think he might be in Northern California. I don't know. I've never been to California. I know Ava, she lived in California. She said Fresno's the taint of California. So it's probably not a good area. That's all I know. It's like Monessen, it's Denora. You just don't want to go there. You just drive around it. See, I would like to get you, especially like right after a game. would be perfect timing if that would be like. But the season's almost over now. We used to do it. I remember when we first came in, it was like we used to do it. Everybody, Mac, you, Lady Still, you and Lady Still would always come to my post games. And I remember Marshall Jim Duncan would always be in the chat too. And he don't come around no more. I haven't seen Marshall Jim Duncan no more. We definitely got to take some deep shot. We're definitely gonna. That's how we got here. I don't think you're gonna switch up on it now, bro. That's how we got here. And we're gonna go out playing on our identity, man. It's Smash Mouth, Blitzburg football, and I'd have it no other way. And we're gonna have to get a lead early. That's what I'm saying. I would love to see us get the lead early. I said if we win the coin flip, take the ball and punt that shit. Get it down or not punt it. Take the ball and score. Take the life out of the crowd. Get a lead early, and then the defense just has a lead, a little bit of insurance. Start doing all kinds of exotic blitzes at Josh Allen, and just never let up. Never let up, bro. Never let up. Don't let up. All game long. It's coming. And we're going to be giving him dirt naps, and we're going to be making him throw turnovers, and we're going to be getting in his grill early and often. And that's how the Steelers need to do. No TJ, no problem. That is a problem. But I've been saying in my lives that they've invested an insurance policy behind old TJ this year, opposed to last year. And we are still, even with all the injuries that we have to this linebacking core, is depth. I even predicted earlier, if you're just rolling in, I could see a Herbig interception in this game because Herbig played inside linebacker. And I think they want to groom him to be an outside linebacker, but I think he's still skilled in coverage. I think maybe that's why they possibly drafted him, because he's a guy that can play behind TJ, but he's got a little bit of a different skill set than TJ because TJ is not the best in coverage. So I think because we do it, we're going to do these disguise blitzes. We'll send like a nickel dog blitzer. I'm telling you, Herbig's going to show blitz, and he's going to drop back. That's my bold prediction, that Nate Herbig has an interception in this game. That's my bold prediction. Minka, and I did hear that. That's major. Now you got Pat Pete, and Joey Porter's got to lock up Stephon Diggs. Key. And I think their run game is good, but I think we can contain their run game. I think we can handle it. If we contain Stephon Diggs, get up early, make him one-dimensional, make Josh Allen have to pass, and just bring it pressure, bro. Bring that pressure. And Minka, Pat Pete, JPJ, Herbig, one of these motherfuckers need to come up with a splash play. And then we just ground and pound them the fuck out of their house and walk out of there and go walk down to motherfucking Baltimore, who we fucking own, bro, who we own, and kick their fucking shit and push their shit in and ram it right down their fucking throats. Ram it right down their throats too, boy. Let's fucking go. I'm so pumped. I started this video charged, bro, because 10 points, bro. I'm putting 100 on it, bro. 100 in 10. Give me 100 in the Steelers in 10 all day. That's so disrespectful. We put up, 30 points, 3 games in a row, and have the best. I don't care what fucking, like I said earlier, any one of these nerd, geek, shock jock. I got to be PC. I got to be PC. That's where you got to be somewhat politically correct on this channel. You can't say certain words. There's certain, it's like 7 deadly, like George Carlin did a whole bit about it, the 7 deadly words you can't say on TV. There's 150 different pronouns you can't say on YouTube. We'll do a whole new bit. The 150 pronouns you can't say on YouTube. Or you're banned. Can't get into that shit. See, like, this is why, like, I could go all over the place. But this is supposed to be mostly about Pittsburgh Steelers football. And that's the foundation of this channel. We're going to keep it there. But adding some college shit, some definitely more Pitt sports, especially when the season's over. And that, like, Pirates, is perfect for that dead point to where there's no sports outside of baseball, like nothing going on in the off season, even for football, no free agency, nothing. That's the prime time to where we can get in basically Pirates content, but I think we can mix in MLB content. If we had a panel of easily, I already have the panel. I've had this panel in mind forever. Me, you, Mets, Brandon easily would be a great baseball show. Brandon is a nerd when it comes to that shit, and he probably knows every player and all the stats and everything. Mets knows baseball, and you know baseball. So there it is, and I'll be the Larry King, and basically I'll just control you 2 to 3 years of my puppets and just tell you when to speak and not to speak. And just go in a corner and not go in a corner. And then it'll be a good show. And the Pens, I could just cover that. I just need to stick up with it and keep up with it. I could do that myself easily. I mean, hockey, I've played hockey for 20 years, bro. The Pens, come on. And I've been saying we need to move on from Letang. And I don't know, Letang had what? I don't know. He had some crazy game yesterday, or not yesterday, a couple weeks ago at this point. That 5 points or some shit in the game. I don't even know Letang. I don't like Letang. But he's kind of one of those golden boys you can't go after. All the bitches like him. But he's not good. He's good, but he's not great. He's overrated. And he does too much finesse and finesse in the neutral zone for my liking. Six assists. Most ever in a game from a defenseman. Yeah, that's what I've seen. That's a lot. 6 assists. He leads that charge, though. That's tough. That's one of the first things they tell you is never pass it up the middle. But Letang's one of those dudes where they say he could just lead a saucer. Boom. And just put you on a break and just lead you. So, I mean, it takes a talent. And then if you beat, and that's the thing with it's a risk. It's like going for it on fourth down, we'll say, with Letang. Because he's a defenseman and he pinches up. Or he'll carry it in a neutral zone. Which if he turns, he's the defense. He's the last line of defense. So if he's carrying it in the neutral zone and he tries to do some dangly in between the legs bullshit and say like a Zdeno Chara comes out there and says, "Bump, this is my neutral zone, bitch." Or a winger like I don't know, one of those wingers for the Capitals, whoever their names are. Bump, this is my neutral zone, bitch. And then he takes it and he's on an odd man, 2-on-1, 1-on-none, 2-on-none, 2-on-1, 3-on-1, odd man breaks. That leads to odd man breaks. But say if he beats his man, then you have an odd man break. So it's like going for it on fourth down, which I don't agree with because I think percentage-wise, he's going to beat his man 3 times out of 7, 3 times out of 10, 4 times out of 10 maybe. Best case scenario. So worst case scenario, you're getting what? 6 odd man breaks, bro? Come on, man. And maybe if the goal happens, but nah, there's more likelihood. What's the more likelihood of you beating the man and maybe you having then you're going up against a 5-on-4, a 5-on-3, a 4-on-3. So it's really even not that great of an odd man break, even if you do beat your man. And you're setting up the other team with a great, easy. A 2-on-1, bro, should be money. Easy. You should capitalize 9 times out of 10, 8 times out of 10. So I don't like the tank. That's 100. That's exactly what the problem is. We got nobody that can clear out the junk in front of the net. And I think we need to get back. Like, that's going to be like, when I start pushing it, and I've already been thinking about the narrative. It's all about narrative, sports. And the narrative for the Pens and what we need to get back to and what is going to sell most importantly, above all else, thank the Lord Moses himself. Above all else, it sells is bringing blue collared hockey back to Pittsburgh and starting with the defense. And we're going to have to eventually accept the fact, just like Steeler fans had to accept the fact that Crosby, Malkin, and Letang aren't going to get it done. They're not going to get it done. I mean, maybe we got Getzel. You put enough talent around him. I don't know. But we're paying them to be all like Malkin as a top 6 forward money, top 1 forward money. All these players making big money. Old, and we might be able to, maybe not more production than Crosby. Obviously, you got to get rid of, maybe not get rid of all of them, but at least one of them's got to go. And I've been saying I think Letang's the odd man out of the 3. And then with Letang's salary, you can get more of maybe a defender for a little less, and then you get like a penalty kill winger to play on the 3rd or the 4th line to just be, and then that's how you do it. Forecheck, wearing down on teams. And imagine how great those Philadelphia games will be, because Philadelphia is always a blue collar team. And that's what sells too, is rivalries, regional rivalries. So that would be, you could build that game. That would be beautiful. And even the Capitals, this finesse shit don't work no more for the Pens. Sorry. You got to take risks in this game versus Buffalo. We got to take shots down the field. We got to run the ball. Mason can't be scared out there, but I think he just needs to be a game manager. He can't turn it over and just take what the defense gives him. And then when George Pickens has got that one-on-one, put it to where nobody can get it. And that's that. The tush push. 4-1 or inches, we got to go for it. I don't like it. But we're a smash mouth team. And we got to take the life out of the crowd. And I don't normally say that, but scared money don't make money. That's the Max said it. Scared money don't make money, boys. So let's fucking go Steelers, bro. I'm so pumped. You don't even know. I shouldn't even be doing these lives. These lives are not even productive for my channel at all. Even when they do good, like I did, had like the last 2 lives I did were really good. Even like 3 or 4, there's a lot more people coming in here commenting. But for some reason, they chip me out of my watch hours, bro. I swear. And videos just have so much more reach. A-Bomb's right. He's right. I mean, when he's right, you're right. And he's right. Broken clock's right twice a day. Field position is a big importance in the game. Hell yeah, it's a big importance in the game. That's why I say you don't go for it. Like, you don't go for it. We weren't taking advantage of field position all year. The defense was literally setting up Kenny Pickett with great field position all year long. I talked about it in multiple games, to where if he could have just got a first down or 2, we could have at least came away with fucking 3, bro. At least should have came out of 3 over those. Like, the defense makes miracle plays, and the offense can't even back them up a little bit and get 3 points out of it. And now Mason, not only getting 3 points out of it, he's sustaining drives and putting drives together. Not just, converting a first down or 2 because the defense made a play. He's going out there and driving this team down and keeping them on time, on rhythm, bro. And everybody's happy right now. This locker room is charged. And the city is charged. And Tomlin is, better believe in their fucking, if he ain't in their fucking ass, bro, on this one, bro, and really motivating these motherfuckers and talking about reasonable expectations and everything, and just literally preaching, man, the choir of just the whole business of the league, and teaching these young men about life in general and what's going to make them great, not just at a professional NFL level and at a football level, at a professional as a person, everything you need in life. That is what the Steelers and the Standard is all about, bro. And it's not just winning fucking games. All right. And there's so many people before them that pass it on from generation to generation, from Joey Porter to his son now playing with the team, from Joey Porter to James Harrison, from James Harrison to TJ Watt, now Nate Herbig, who I think my bold prediction is going to have an interception in this game, has an opportunity to step up and has been learning and playing behind TJ all year to step up in a big position and make big plays for this team. And I think this team has so much energy, bro. So much energy. It's like back in the day, bro, when everybody counted Pittsburgh out, nobody was a Steeler fan, bro. And then we made the dynasty is what it is. And everybody wanted to be the Steelers to be America's team. But they said, nah, we're Pittsburgh's team. And this is what it is, bro. It's Pittsburgh versus the motherfucking world, bro. 10 points, bro. We need to go in there and fuck them up. Old school. Fuck them up, bro. I mean, fuck them up, bro. Just blitz the fucking shit out of them, bro. And show them what Pittsburgh Steelers football is all about, bro. That they want to say is dead. Oh, that's just disrespectful, bro. Dead. 20 years, bro. 20 years without a losing football season. Dead. That don't mean nothing, bro. That don't mean shit, bro. Excellence in competing and doing everything you can to compete for a championship every fucking year, bro. And just another year, bro. Here we go. Steelers. Here we go. Pittsburgh's gone to the Super Bowl. Here we go. We're going to do this thing, bro. I can see it. Drop some videos for sure. Short, offer your thoughts. Just my 2 cents. Yeah. I hope to see her big ball out. I can see it happen, bro. I think that's my bold prediction. So let's make it happen. He's going to pop back in coverage, and Josh Allen's never going to see it coming. He's going to get rushed, scattered, because the DB's coming hot off the edge, because Cam Hayward sealed that shit up, and he's going to be running free. And Josh Allen's going to be looking hot. He's going to think, this is hot, this is hot, this is hot. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming, he's coming. And then all of a sudden, Herbig pops back. Imagine if he takes it to the crib. And you got Minka out there. Magic can happen just like boop, in a blink of an eye. You never know. And I see that. We got to put pressure and keep the pressure on these bitches and never let fucking go from the jump. That's my bold prediction. We're going to win the coin flip. We're going to take the ball and we're going to drive it down the field. 12 play, 13 play drive, 7-minute drive, 10-minute drive, and just take the whole life out of the whole fucking thing. And then it's just be all defense and all Steelers ball after that, baby. And on to Baltimore, and we beat their fucking asses too. And we're going to play Cleveland in the AFC Championship and beat their asses. Maybe not Cleveland. That's too much of a stretch. But I will say Cleveland gets past Houston. I will say that. I like Paul. I mean, it's not even so much the 93.7 people. I don't like Calturd. I don't like Stephen A. I don't like these mainstream fucking media fucking goofs. And Madden, I don't like. But them dudes, I mean, I don't really got a big problem with them dudes. I mean, they're goose. But Stephen A, dude, like everything he says is like so magnified and people fucking care what he says. Same with Kyle Turd. They're so high rated. And Kyle Turd's the main, like Stephen A doesn't really bash him, but like Kyle Turd's like really like running it. Like he's just like on this campaign. He's on a campaign of hate against, like Madden is on a campaign of hate against the Steelers, bro. It's like Nazi Germany against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Just running a straight propaganda 24/7 down your throat of anti-Steelers football. It's crazy, dude. And I've been preaching so much against that shit. How we're going to win defense, all three phases of the game. And now we just need a quarterback to step up with this offense and this run game and make plays and hit his receivers in stride. And your boy Kenny hasn't been doing it all year. And now Mason's not only hitting his receivers in stride, he's fucking doing, she's just looking so good. So fucking good. Stephanie A is a hater. Mason in the running game will do it. Seems like I've got a lot of new subs been rolling in. I've been pumping out a lot of videos, definitely. So I appreciate all the new subs and the new people coming by. A lot of people giving good questions and shit in the comments lately. So usually these lives, like, you know what I mean? I'll start out with like a 10, 15-minute rant. Hopefully get, you know, a nice little 10, 15, 20 people rolling in here. And eventually the plan will be more panel-esque. And I'm going to be doing a lot more content too. Definitely. I got a laptop. I haven't got a laptop. So I got a laptop now. I got to get a few programs, a few tools. And, you know, there'll be a lot better content. Just even videos will be so much better. Quality, everything. And I'll be able to do more. It'll be just easier to pump them out too. Upload time, everything will be quicker. And I can just scroll on my Twitter when I get OBS, and then I see a couple. I'll just retweet a few stories throughout the day. I can just pop that shit up. We can talk about it. So I'm saying real shit. Like what they say, like you really, and that's what will really get a Pittsburgh audience too to subscribe to this channel. Like talking about what Madden says, talking about what Pony says, talking about what Paul Zeiss says, talking about what Pompey says. That's what I want. And like I could easily do NBA content for days. Easily. Because not only do I know like just the ins and outs of basketball, I really know the history of the game too, NBA. I can take you all the way back to like Bill Russell and shit. And statistics too of players. I probably can name off like top 5 in all categories off the top of my head. Scoring, I think it's LeBron, Kareem, Karl Malone. That's where it gets tough. One, it's not Michael. I know it's not Michael. Kobe's up there. I want to say like Kobe or Shaq. I don't know if Shaq's up there. I definitely put Kobe ahead of Shaq. Scoring. That's what I'd say. I think it's LeBron, Kareem, Carl. I know that for a fact, and I think it's Kobe. And number 5 might be Shaq. Shaq's like 5 or 6. Shout out. I love Smash Mouth football. I think that's the only football that wins. I think football is won and lost in the trenches. Quarterbacks are overpaid divas.
In the NFL, I think in the NFLPA, like that's a whole other thing. Like, really? I'm just coming this up on the fly. Like, I'm like making up content in my own head. Like, really, I'd have to research it a little bit, but like, just the way running backs I feel get screwed. Quarterbacks are so overpaid. There needs to be like more disparity and more of like I'd say a redistribution of the wealth amongst players. I'd say because I think quarterbacks are in a I don't know why they get paid so much. Like why does Daniel Jones make $35 million a year? In what world does he deserve $35 million a year? It don't make no sense. And Saquon Barkley has to hold out to get $11 million, 12, whatever the fuck they gave him. And he literally touched the ball probably fucking 495 times. It was there like 70% of their entire offense and is taking all the punishment and doing all the work basically. And then some scrub who's basically playing off of him, Daniel Jones, is making more than him. In what world is that right? I know. Pokemon Girl. See, that's like one of the videos. Like those are the type of videos like I easily could make and should make. Like easy 10-minute, like 2-minute video. Boom. And it'll be that would get views just because it's trending. But I think it's stupid. It's like everybody knows. So why am I going to put it on YouTube? I like to come more with opinion than fact. And then when my opinion comes true, I do my little victory dances. And then if I lose, I mean, I got a crow and I say I was wrong or whatever. But normally I'm right, especially when it comes to the Steelers. Maybe not so much the rest of the league, but when it comes to the Steelers, I remember getting notifications on my flip phone, bro. Like text messages from Steelers.com before smartphones. Like, I gotta get text messages. Steelers signed Joe Schlub Schmo on the practice squad. Every little thing they did, I'd get text messages. And I just got Twitter one time and started making content and videos. Go Steelers. I made a video about Ben. It's doing pretty good. Somebody just commented. I just can't comment. Came up with my thing. Don't forget about the rape charges. Sorry, Ben. Damn. You know, like some people don't like you out there, Ben. Sorry. Wonder why. All right. Well, let's see what we can do here. Let's see if we can turn this into a double power hour. We're gonna try to turn this into a double power hour. Hold on. Let me see. I just texted you the link. Lou from Bentleyville. Lou from Bentleyville. I just fucking sent you the link. Get up here, Lou from Bentleyville. And then I'm gonna send it in my Discord too. This is for Brandon. If he wants to come up here and get made fun of. But I ain't gonna make these links public. I'm gonna have to do it like Saints Uptown, bro, to where I can't make the link public. You just can't. You can't. You can't. You just can't. Can't treat people like adults. I wish I could, but I can't. My channel's trending in the right direction. I don't want to stay away from the TTC shit. I do my own videos. I do my own thing. I don't get involved with that shit. Politics, nothing. So, and they still follow me around wherever I fucking go, no matter what. Maybe not so much here. But I'm not involved with that shit. I don't care about that shit. It's toxic and waste of time and energy and life. I'm telling you, that's the money though. Money. 10 points in the Steelers? Come on, bro. You gotta put some money down on that. You'd be dumb not to. You'd be a sucker if you didn't. Brandon. Let me tell Brandon. Mr. Sports Shark, whatever you want to call yourself. Betting shark. You're shark. Come up here and tell me what the play is. Should you bet the Steelers in 10 or should you bet Buffalo minus 10? Would you bet Buffalo minus 10 against the Pittsburgh Steelers? Would you have the balls to do that? You don't really have to come up here because I already know the answer, and you know the answer. And that answer is no. I think the Steelers are going to win this game straight up. So if I got the Steelers on the money line, if I took them on the money line for 100, that 100 would be like, I wonder what the money line is. I have to look at the money line. It's got to be pretty good, though. Should I put 100 on the Steelers in 10? I'll take the Steelers in 10 for 100. And then the Steelers on the money line for 100. How about that? Oh, so I'd win 200, 100 off that bet. And then the money line, I'd have to see what the money line is. I think I'm going to do that. That'll be a nice little payday. That'll be like $500-600 right there. One game. Schling, boom. I might do it. For some reason, though, it won't let me take money from my debit card to FanDuel. Some on my bank, and it won't let me take fucking money from my bank and upload it to Cash App. But if I go to send somebody money, it lets me and it takes me from my bank. It don't makes no sense. But I can't just lodge like 100 on Cash App. I gotta make phone calls, and I hate to do that shit. I just want the Steelers to win and play Baltimore in the divisional round. I definitely see that happen. That's my bold prediction. Other than Herbig picking it off, is we win this game and then we go on to whoop Baltimore's ass too. And I see it, bro. I see the roads right there in front of us. Pam, 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 pam. It's right there. Right there for the taking, man. Buffalo's might be the hardest matchup. Miami would be tough. Kansas City would be tough. But whoever they play each other, Miami or Kansas City. So either or, one of them are going to be knocked out. And then what? Cleveland and Houston? Even if Houston goes on to win, which I don't think is going to happen, but let's say they do. then it'll be what Houston will just say versus I'd say Kansas City. We're probably gonna play Kansas City in the AFC Championship. I think Cleveland has a better chance to beat Kansas City. I think that's what it's going to be. It's going to be Kansas City versus Cleveland, Steelers versus the Ravens. And then the Steelers meet Kansas City in the AFC divisional round. Two of the best coaches in the league, Mike Tomlin and Andy Reid. Could you imagine that? Because you got all these Tomlin haters. So many Tomlin haters in the fan base. And if that happens, and if somehow, some way, it's fucking just coming down in Kansas City. It is just coming down. Down. And we go in there and run all the fuck over them and find our way into the Super Bowl to play the punk-ass Dallas Cowboys or the punk-ass, what would be even greater for the narrative and Tomlin's narrative, since it's all about narratives and just bullshit fantasy. Hit Mike McCarthy and the Dallas Cowboys, that storied rivalry of the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Dallas Cowboys in the Super Bowl. Mike McCarthy, who got fired and kind of has a similar resume to Tomlin with one Super Bowl. He said he was carried by Aaron Rodgers. Tomlin, who won Super Bowl, they say he was carried by Ben. Duke it out, and Tomlin wins that, goes on to win 2 Super Bowls, has same as many Super Bowls as Andy Reid, and he's won both of them in a less amount of time than Andy Reid, has probably a better career win-loss percentage or just as good, has way less years, and has easily 10, 15 more years to coach in the league, bro. Tomlin is I already say is a Hall of Famer, but Tomlin is a surefire first ballot. Soon as he's eligible, he's going to be put up right there, enshrined, giving a speech in Canton. And that's what he needs to be doing right now, and that's what Tomlin does. And that's why Tomlin has been a coach and why he's been tenured so long and why he's been winning for so long. His motivational, his intellect, his way to band everybody together, and his way to teach and mold young men into great athletes, and great people on and off the field. Yeah, we've had a little bit of drama. And I think like with Antonio and with Le'Veon, and even with Le'Veon, was it really that much drama? I mean, he was a running back who wanted to fucking get paid, bro. I mean, it's just a part of the business, and it happened that was our year. Because it happens to some team every year. It's some players holding out or some shit like that every year. It happens to some team somewhere, some player. There's just a standoff. And you have to get down to the business end of football, and it's just a part of the game. And the media loves to make mountains out of molehills, especially Stephen A. Smith, especially Colin Cowherd, especially Mark Madden. And it gets ridiculous sometimes. And I like to call them out more than the damn team, because the media gets ridiculous so much. And I call it out a lot on this channel. And some of the stories that they sell, bro, and try to sell. It's like they're trying to sell sin on a stick. And some people buy it. It was crazy. Like Aaron Rodgers to the Steelers, Cam Newton to the Steelers, fucking Bob Vila to the Steelers. Like, it's crazy. Don't Bob Vila's to the Steelers. He's going to be the general contract. He's the new general contractor of the Pittsburgh Steelers organization. He's going to redevelop all of Acrisure Stadium. Bob Vila got it. Now he's got it made in the shade. You can retire after this. He's done. Is he even still around? Probably not. He's done retired for good. Yeah, he did say it. And honestly, it's more his agent, bro, than anything. And these agents, especially these big agents, I forget his name, but he was like a big agent. I think Lev had like a big one of the top tier ones. They're all in bed with ESPN and shit. So I swear, like, dude, every year, anytime a player has a contract or there's some kind of contract dispute, Stephen A is the first one. Like, he's like leading the charge, and he'll like to do anything to make his case. So like, he ain't paying, like, and it's crazy. Like, all right, he flipped out one year because we wasn't going to give Mike Wallace a ton of money, and Mike Wallace left and he sucked. And Mike Wallace was a great receiver. I would have loved to see him come back for the team. Just like I would have loved Juju to see him come back to the team. But I think it was just bad business. I mean, I think if it wasn't so much for Mark Madden completely just kind of slandering the dude and making him out to be public enemy number one when he really wasn't, should be public enemy number one. Yeah, he had some fuck ups, bro. Like his fumbles were bad, critical fumbles when he had his fumbles, which was like two in his entire career. They were at the worst possible moments ever for Juju. But I mean, at the end of the day, I think he was a really good player. I think he was a team player, and he did so much charity and gave so much back. Go to high school games, would go to Pitt games, Pitt hoop games. Juju Smith-Schuster was a good receiver and a good player for the team. Maybe he shouldn't have did so much with the dancing on the logos and giving team fucking bulletin board bullshit. But other than that, man, and he stopped doing that. Every goddamn player in the league has a social media now. Cam Hayward has a podcast. Patrick Peterson has a podcast. Ben has a podcast. Jalen Warren is on a podcast. So, what the hell, man? Travis Kelce has a podcast. Pat McAfee has a podcast. A ton of NBA players have podcasts. I always see this one on like Instagram with like Cam Newton and Brandon Marshall and a bunch of Antonio Brown was on it. Bryant fucked himself up. Same with Holmes. They both was smoking the weed. They were smoking the weed. There's a lot of divaness that goes around. I think that started with Ben, and I think we're not going to see that as much anymore, honestly. Tomlin has full like control of the team now. Ben was like the general, and Tomlin was like the lieutenant. Now Tomlin's the general. And he can play his brand of football. And this is the brand of football he wants. Smash mouth football and defense. And honestly, that's how that Tampa Bay team won the Super Bowl with Tony Dungy. Honestly, when he helped build that team and was a coach of that defense with John Lynch, Derek Brooks, Warren Sapp, Barber out there playing corner. They had a nice team. And a good running game. Good running back and a good fullback. And a game manager. And they beat the Raiders, I think. John Gruden beat his former employer in the Super Bowl. Dude, I've been saying it all year. All year. That this is when and this is the time, more than ever, because they keep saying running the ball is dead and defense is dead. In January is the time more than ever when it's snowing, when it's raining, when it's cold, when it's muddy, when you got 4 or 5 guys each team on the IR list after a long 18-week season of getting bruised and battered all year long. This is when the dog comes out. This is when the dogs come out, boy. And Pittsburgh's a big dog in this one. And these dogs bite, and these dogs like to blitz, and they like to blitz a lot. So, whew, anything can happen any given Sunday, boy. I literally have been saying it all year. I've been preaching the mantra. This has been a mantra. It's been a mantra, and it has been coming true. It has been coming to fruition, and I swear, like I don't even know, believe it or not, it's like I have a gift, and I really see us winning, at least getting past Baltimore. And I'm not gonna say we're gonna beat Kansas City because Kansas City's tough, but that would be so great. Oh my God, could you come on, Buffalo, then Baltimore, then Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs, who are the reason basically Smash Mouth and the Pittsburgh Steelers football are dead, and we beat them. And then Mike McCarthy and the Dallas fucking bitch boy Cowboys, or even if it's Kyle Shanahan and his guru Suru offense that's never won a Super Bowl, but basically he's just a carbon copy of the West Coast offense that the 49ers have been running since the 80s. Okay? That's all it is. But he's a super guru now. But then we play the guru, the whiz kid, versus Tomlin in the Super Bowl, either or. That would be great. And beat them because they want to tie us. They'll be wanting to tie us. They would love especially Dallas. 49ers too, but Dallas, they want to tie us bad. They want to tie us bad. So if we beat Dallas and just rub their face in shit and get to 7, I haven't been on Mosh's channel in a long time, but I'd have to go on this channel and I'd be like, do something like that, man. I'd pull my TTC card back on the table. I said it was done, but it's still, hey, I'm telling you, the Steelers beat Dallas. I'm throwing that card on the table. Shots for everybody. We're gonna the whole fucking crew. Shots on me, bro. I don't give a fuck. Mosh, we're gonna do Mosh up. Shots all night, bro. Of the fucking bourbon, the Grey Goose, top shelf, boy. Grab that shit, Mosh. You're like, sum them up, sum them up, sum them up. Cheers, Pittsburgh. And I'll go on about who knows. That's a whole other. Stick to the Steelers, though. I'm sorry. Most of you people probably don't even know what I'm talking about. It's funny. I think this pretty much does it for the Yens Power Hour, though. We're over the Yens Power Hour. You got a little bit of overtime today. 13 minutes and 2 seconds of overtime. Steelers number 1. That adds up, bro. 13 minutes and 11 seconds of overtime. Shit. I'm sure I can milk it a little longer if I wanted to, but we're gonna end it.